Alright guys, this is my auxiliary gear. Go through it briefly. First off is bulk water. Now this is good for if you're going to be out all day, if you're planning to be out all day, and if you're going anywhere sort of remote, if you've got to go up dirt tracks, anywhere you may, if you have trouble finding your way out again, always good to have bulk water. If you get lost, you have vehicle issues and you can't get out, always good to maintain a bulk water supply. Now shovels, I've got, this is the main one I'll use outside of my main kit, purely because it's more of an all-rounder. You can dig a bit of a depth with it, good for, but it's a shifting, it's a good digging shovel, really handy to have. Other shovel is this really long one here. Now this is good for, quite often you may find finds or signals, relics, anything at any great depth. Instead of having to use, I mean that would do a nice job, but still a little bit easier to have something with a bit more length on it. Just set these over here. Okay, these are my headphones for my Equinox 800. The only time I'd see using these would be when you're detecting around other people. Having someone else's detector going off is really annoying, so it's just better to have, you know, so if you, at least you showing the respect to other people, using headphones, wireless, corded, doesn't matter. I'll put them over there. Now this stuff here is really backup stuff to my main gear. Small mini pick, Matic, garden trowel, small hatchet, as long as it's sharp it works. Garden secateurs, shears, whatever you want to call them. Good for cutting through small roots if there's a lot of roots involved. So that's a bit of junk. Tarp for if you're going to be digging a lot of, if you're going to be finding a lot of targets, relics, coins, anything you're going to be finding. If there's going to be a lot of it where you're digging, having a tarp is good. So that way it's you can easily find them again, and you've got a nice clean area to put all your stuff. And a sieve, a lot cleaner than mine. Mine should be a lot cleaner than it is, but if you're going through, again, if you're digging in an area where you're going to be finding a lot of stuff, having a sieve is really good so you don't miss the small stuff. And particularly where I normally dig, quite often your small stuff is where you look, what you're looking for. Put this away. Now I carry a backpack with a pouch on it, purely for storage, purely for being able to carry a lot of stuff, as you otherwise may not be able to. Yeah, pretty much that's what you have. That's what I've got it for. On this, I have a spare water bottle. I have a K-bar, and also have a folding or ET or a trenching tool. All of this is stuff. Most of, like I said, it's auxiliary backup gear for my main stuff in case something breaks or lose it. I've always got a backup. You're not going to be, unless you're going to be with a group of people, you're not going to have something like this on hand. It's going to remain in your car, and you can go, but as long as you can go backwards and forwards, you'd have that. If you're with a group of people, that's really good. So people are going to fill their drink bottles up. Spare water bottle's good in case you lose your normal one. Something happens to it, you lose water, breaks. Yeah. Yeah. So that's my auxiliary gear. Stuff I don't normally carry on me. Really it's personal choice as to what you use, what you carry. Yeah, at the end of the day it comes down to personal preference, personal ergonomics. I've got my stuff set up on my normal gear, my primary gear I should say, in such a way that it's what I'm going to be using most often. Is my right side, and then my other stuff is so my GPS, my water bottle, my small digging trail. That's on my left because I'm not going to necessarily be going to that all the time. My right hand side is my pick, is my pinpointer is on my left side as well. Yeah, so it comes down to personal preference and how you use it. Weight distribution can come into it. Yeah, so I'll hopefully this helps anyone wanting to get into it, sparks a bit of interest. Anyone who's got questions, queries, doubtful points, you can ask them here on this channel, or if you're able to follow me on Facebook, flick us a message, and if I can't answer it, I'm not going to lie. If I can't answer it, I will point you in the right direction. Most likely it would be Reach Prospecting WA. They're really good, really helpful. I had my old Garrett Ace 300i, brought that into them. More than happy to help, even though they don't sell it. Yeah, really helpful people. Other YouTube channel, 2 channels I would recommend. One for more support and technical stuff, running through the machine. My Equinox 800 is Sodbusters Detecting, American guy, really knowledgeable person, and really goes through the machine. And the other one is I think his name's Dali D, I think, probably not pronouncing it properly. Another American guy, and he's the one who actually got me into, he's the one that sort of sparked the interest for me to get into this. So 2 really good channels, and just putting it out there, no one has paid me or given me any incentives to mention them, so it's purely out of personal recommendation. Yeah. All right,